just want to thank everyone for coming out here and supporting us during this time. I'm not my father, but I am my father's son, so I'm going to try my best to do everything I can for my mother. I just appreciate everyone just coming together. As you can see, we have people from all types of walks of life, different nationalities, and that's what my father's about. And my father and I share that same type of passion, just to have, there is no color when it comes to friends. You know, so I love about my father. He has friends of all types. I just want to thank him for helping out my mother so far. However, there's still more, we all know there's still more things that need to be done for my mother and my family. So I just want to thank everybody for that and for knowing that. So I'm just going to come right here and just read the life story of my father. However, I'm not going to be drawn out like my father. So. All right. Pastor Stephen Sr. was born November 1st in 1950 in Norfolk, Virginia. He was the second child of 3 children born to Leroy Matthews and Lucille Matthews. Pastor Stephen was an affectionate, enthusiastic, and lovable person. He enjoyed food shopping, which I think that's pretty evident, right? Telling stories, watching sports, chess, action movies, and jazz. He enjoyed worshiping and praising God, and his favorite music was contemporary gospel and contemporary worship music. Pastor Steve was a great storyteller. His stories were interesting and intriguing. He would tell the same story as though you never had heard it before, every minute detail. It didn't matter if you didn't want to hear it, if you had to hear it anyway, even if you heard it 1,000 times, even 2,000 times. He was educated in the Philadelphia Catholic and public school system. Upon graduating, he began working as a master salesman in various fields of sales. He also worked in sales management and as a sales trainer in West Germany for 8 years. Later, he was called to be a pastor in February 14, 1993, when Zahar Ministries was founded. Pastor Stephen received his doctrine of divinity from Jameson Bible College, located in Philadelphia. Pastor Stephen became ill on January 29, 2013. The following day, he slipped into a coma, and weeks later went to heaven February 20th, 4:20 p.m. His loved ones that remain are his wife, Jill Matthews, his children, Anthony Goldsby, Lee Goldsby, Andrea Goldsby, Stephen Matthews II, grandchildren are Anthony Brown, Alexis Goldsby, Alex Goldsby, Amira Goldsby, Terry Davis, and great-grandchildren. Also siblings, Leslie Carr Clemens, William Matthews, and a host of aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and cousins, along with church members and other friends. And even though it's not on the program, I just wanted to read the poem in the back real fast for you guys. It's called The Man You Were. Growing up as a child, I heard many stories from a man who was wild. A man who had a passion for Christ, who would read God's word day and night. This man who had unselfish goals, taught and preached to hundreds of souls. He'd fix you pancakes in a second, even if your waistline didn't accept it. In life, he knew God always prevails, his secret to being a master of sales. He had a mission and traveled far to establish God's church by the name of Zahar. This man who would tell the same stories is now worshiping in the glory of glories. The man you were, the man you love, is now eternally with God in heaven above.
Amen.